Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 8th of October 2025. So gold futures top 4,000 for the first time, as Goldman says it's all just a short fiat trade, obviously against the US dollar. Big tech and Bitcoin slip after Oracle angst, and over the last month, or the last 1 month, the USD has been more volatile than the S&P. This has happened twice in the last 7 years. So something's going on, because gold is like a steam train. It's in what's known as a melt-up phase at the moment. Gold tops 4,000 for the first time, and how Goldman is trading the melt-up from here. Gold breaking 4,000 isn't just about fear, it's about allocation as well. But obviously, if you've got serious overvaluations in the markets, there's a lot of money on the sidelines wanting to go into the markets. Maybe that's just it, but to me, I think it's deeper than that. There's a paradigm shift that's coming somewhere, because this is very, very unusual. This isn't just targeting gold and moving it up. It's a hedge against inflation, but also a safe haven asset as well. So something is going on that we're just not being told about at the moment. Gold gains imply 644,000 Bitcoin price in equivalent value. Gold hitting a new high of 4,000 on Monday has analysts predicting an astronomical value for Bitcoin ahead of its next halving in 2028. And US stocks declined amid AI concerns with weakness in tech and small caps. And finally, stocks hit on AI margin fears, bonds lifted. So again, the overvaluation in the AI sector and the margin increases as well could actually trigger a major correction in the markets. Economic news, well, the US government's still closed. So again, you just have to pick and choose and see what happens. We've got 7 a.m. today. We've got FOMC meeting minutes. It's not a.m., it's p.m. That's this evening. But this one is getting off lightly, because obviously if it was a FOMC meeting minutes where there was going to be an interest rate change, that might be slightly different, although obviously it's not. There's no press conference or anything, it's just the meeting minutes from last time. Right, let's have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So we're in a bit of a sideways move, which is a fascinating move as well that's occurring at the moment. Yesterday the market put an inside bar in, trying to hold at this level, but for the last 2 days we've had that same pattern. As I've mentioned yesterday, the market up, and then we get to the cash market and we get the sell-off. So combined with gold making new all-time highs, uncertainty, geopolitical events, etc., and it feels strange out there, doesn't it? Everybody you speak to is, everything seems to be changing. We're sort of all hanging on for some sort of major catastrophe to occur, as we had in 2020. It just seems like something's not quite right. But this pattern of opening them and selling off in the cash market has happened now for 2 or 3 days straight. And also, obviously, moving the market up in the pre-market session makes it easy to sell into as well and get a better price. So there we are. We're nowhere near the all-time high at the moment. That could soon turn around and change. But with the government shutdown continuing, obviously adding a bit of pressure there. Meanwhile, in the German DAX, this looks poised to want to move to the upside. It broke out of the sideways move we've watched for the last few weeks, and now wants to get to the 24,644. We have a look at the 30-minute chart for yesterday. We moved lower in the cash market when it opened, and then we rallied back. And overnight and yesterday's end of the session and into the evening, the market has used that 200 MA to as a buying opportunity in the support area, which you can see there as well. So I wanted to get back to the high there to the left, which is the high of yesterday. So daily chart once more heading towards that 24,644 level. Meanwhile, the S&P booking the trend, making a new all-time high yesterday at 6755. There was a bit of selling around, but the market now sideways too high there. We need to take out that 5-bar moving average there, get back above there. In the 30-minute chart, well, what a surprise. Exactly the same thing here, but unlike the Dow and the DAX, the 200 MA and the 30-minute chart is a resistance area at the moment there. And in the UK, well, we've still got the all-time high there of I think it's 9,518, isn't it? Yeah. And again, trying to get through this. I just cannot believe this of the UK, that the market is still going up with what we've got coming in November with Reeves and all the speculation about the tax increases. I saw a video last night from a chartered accountant who's speculating that they're going to drop the threshold from 85,000 to register for VAT to 30,000. And what a nightmare that will be. It's how to destroy small businesses. That's what that's designed to do. So 30-minute chart, very choppy until lunchtime, and then the market up, came back down with the Dow and the S&P, but now moving back to the upside there. Well, in the US dollar, it's moving higher, and I find this quite astonishing given the fact that the metals markets are also moving higher. But there seems to be some sort of flight to the US dollar at the moment, unless, of course, all of the other currencies traded against are devaluing quite markedly, which, again, with the gold price going up to 4,000 per ounce, would be indicative of this, seeing the US dollar doing this at the moment. So it'll all come out in the wash, as they say. But let's have a look at these all-time highs in gold, and also silver moving to the upside as well on the overnight, which, again, is an inversion of what normally happens with gold and the metals. So in silver, it's just spiked to the upside. This is a new one on me. It wasn't like that when I looked earlier. So let's just have a look at the 30-minute chart. But just before we do, let me just have a look and see what we've just hit. 48.92. We're just $2, actually $1, just $1.18 away from the all-time high, and there you can see what's happening overnight. That's more important than what happened yesterday. We've just gone through the high and we're spiking there to the upside. Yesterday we sold off in the morning. We managed to rally back mid-morning, and then of course the LBMA, the market down, but in Asia at the moment moving higher. Asia comes back on board tomorrow as well. The Shanghai exchange reopens. In the gold market, well, I marked that up this morning and it's gone up since I actually marked it up. So where are we now? We're at 40.36. Incredible. I mean, I expected, as you know, from the alert, 4,000 by Christmas. We're nowhere near Christmas, and the market is already through there at 40.36. And even despite yesterday, now this is a very interesting volume bar, because the market absorbed all of the selling that came into the market yesterday. Did this happen in silver as well? Not quite. So that was a bit more selling than absorption. But in the gold market, yeah, absolutely, it was. You can see there, massive volume, massive volumes. Unless that was the rollover of the October contract or the last trading day as well. But nonetheless, the market moving up there. 30-minute charts, you can see in Asia, wow, it's like a steam train. Something is going on in the background in the financial world and in the world in general. There's some sort of a shift coming here, whether it's financial or socio-economic one, but something's adrift here. So the market moving up there quite sharply. We're in uncharted territory, but going back to silver, this is going to be the fascinating one. And I did say Thursday could be the day when we actually go to $50 an ounce because of Shanghai coming back from its holes. Right, so let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio. So this says it all about yesterday, because you can see there the gold-silver ratio moving back to the upside. It's moving back down now, but shows you that there was selling in silver and absorption in gold because gold held its own. So they absorbed the selling coming into the market, whereas silver was subject to some selling. We're down and on the gold-silver ratio at the time of recording, so again playing catch-up for the silver market there. Right, let's have a quick look through yesterday's trading session in the German DAX 2-minute chart. So in the pre-market session we already had a bit of weakness, but as we saw earlier, that weakness continued in the cash market. We did move to the upside, bit of a move there. You could do a quick retracement there back to the close, with prices then moving down with the sell signal there, a bit of a dead cat bounce up to the 50 EMA, and then straight through the stop of the new potential buy signal, and then sending prices down, as you can see there. So a nice down move for the German DAX before prices then tried to rally back. Got into a sideways move, so let's move along to a bit further in the morning, and this has again been a pattern of late. So that mid-morning we've seen these rallies coming after the market opened and moved lower to begin with. So back above the close by lunchtime, the Dow futures now coming on stream, trying to move prices higher, but we know what happened at the open. There's the move on the upside, and then the cash market for the Dow opened and moved lower, but the German DAX trying to hold there before coming back and testing the close, and then, as you can see, doing its best to try and hold at that level whilst the Dow moved lower. And as you can see there, retesting and retesting, but not doing an awful lot else. No signals in the afternoon, but just as we get past 4 o'clock, the market then decides to have a shakeout, as you can see there, and then follow the Dow lower. Right, so let's have a quick look, see where we are overnight, and if I can just find the chart, you'll see we're moving up at the moment, but I suspect we're going to move lower when we've got to this high, and then the cash market opens, because that seems to be the pattern that's evolving at the moment. So with that, that ends today's market alert. Keep an eye on the gold and silver market. Very interesting times there. Like I say, that's underlying something that's big that's coming down the line. So with that, have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.